Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see if you guys can see me. I still see the cat booty shaking. Good morning to everyone. Can you hear me? Let me see. I apologize. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, good morning. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. You could have been a plethora of places, but I thank you guys for showing up here. Okay, so let's see who we have. Of course, we have A View is a View. It is good to see you, A View is a View. Charlie, thank you for being here. My mod choreo lover. Whoa, a war. These motherfuckers need to unplug. Yes, unplug. Or stop drinking. Maybe they need to do that. Here we go. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you for joining Ronnie Hugh and being a part of the live today. Thank you, Choreo Lover. Sandra. How are you doing, Sandra? Okay, who else do we have? Queen Diva. Thank you for being here, Queen Diva. D185, Ronnie Hugh. The truest of the true. Thank you for being here. Excuse me, the 185. Z Sarah, Grand Rising Z Sarah. It is always good to see you as well. So, Madam Scorpio, Grand Rising. Bernice, Grand Rising. It is always good to see you as well. Brianna Busted Ben's Shocks. Hey girl, hey. It is always good to see you. Uh, Very Carey, good to see you. KJ, Grand Rising to you as well. Miss 313. Miss 313 and A View is a View are the judges for the fall centerpiece creation contest, where we are going to get together on my channel this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to create some fall. Well, you guys are going to create some fall centerpieces for a cash prize. Uh, the cash prize, which I started with my money, the cash prize is up to $150. Winner takes all. All you have to do is create a centerpiece that is indicative of of fall. That can be just a strictly fall um, themed centerpiece. Something I'm not telling you what to create, just your creation of a centerpiece. Something that strictly represents fall. It can represent fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, or Christmas. This one would represent fall to me. It could represent Thanksgiving to me. It could even represent Halloween to me. But if you want to create a centerpiece, it has to represent fall, Halloween, Halloween, um, fall, Thanksgiving. I've already showed you this one. Something that represents, it's your interpretation of something that represents fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas. So these are just some things that I'm giving you to, you don't have to replicate these things. These are things I'm giving to, get your juices going. So, if you guys want to enter the competition, I have this flyer on my community wall. Let me know that you're going to enter the competition, and we're going to get started with that competition at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, which would be 4 p.m. Central Time. Show up, and we're going to get the show on the road. We're going to create our centerpieces. We just ask that you uh, have any of your pieces already cut, so you will have the hour that we're going to have for you to compete to, thoroughly and completely finish your centerpieces. So I hope you guys show up for the competition, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, so my flyer is on my community wall, and I have quite a few other flyers on the community wall as well, because there are a lot of things going on this weekend. So let me share my screen and share some of these community wall posts of different people in the beef sector who are having some events. Let me share my community wall with you. Let me see. I think that's one. Yes, it's this one right here. Okay. So let's see who has some things going on. Okay. So first off, we have Very Carey. If somebody can uh, drop Very Carey page in the link. Okay. So go over to my community wall and you will see the following flyers. And you can tap on this to open this out fully. But Saturday, October 19th at 8 p.m., Very Carey is having a Finish the Lyrics competition. She's going to play a song and you have to finish the lyrics. This is for cash prizes as well. So if you want to have some fun, if you want to sing some songs, if you want to test your knowledge on some songs and win a little cash prize, go over to Very Carey's this Saturday, uh, October 19th at 8 p.m. We have my flyer on my wall. We have Jill's Comfort Zone, Attention Poetry competition contestant. Important announcement. If you are going to come on camera to perform, please make sure you have your camera and area set up before you come on the panel. I concur. I concur. Uh, so, Jill Comfort Zone, uh, it doesn't have the date on here. I think hers is Friday. Is her competition Friday? Okay. So, we there's also a charcuterie board flyer on here for December 14th, 2024. That's Leo the Lioness. She also did a video of she also did a video of where you can see how to set up your area, and her son did a charcuterie board. Okay. Let me see if I can find Jill Comfort Zone's video. I can't find it. Um, I hope someone knows when her competition is. I thought it was on this flyer. Okay. So if you guys know when a Jill Comfort Zone flyer is, oh man, I don't see it. If you guys know when it is, can you guys put it in the chat, please? The date. I think it's Friday, because I think we got a lot of things. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. I got my brother visiting from California, so I may not make it, but I'll definitely watch the replay if not. Oh, I hope you have a good time visiting with your brother, and I hope you catch the replay. Oh, he is just ugh. I went to Michael's today, and they had something similar to those glass pumpkins on sale. They had a great sale today. You mean yesterday? You must mean yesterday. I think you mean yesterday. Please, please remember to hit the like button. Good morning, Miss Toby. It is so good to see you. I love the so you can get those glass pumpkins from Michaels. It seems so. Thank you, Detroit 313. A lot of people love those glass pumpkins. So now we know that if you want those, you can get them from Michaels, and they will they will work good for Thanksgiving as well. But when they have a sale, baby, it's awesome. Yes, it is awesome. And oh, I love Michael's sales. Okay, here's the flyer. If here's the flyer. Thank you, very Carrie. I think that's the triple flyer that has Jill Comfort Zones, very Carries, and I think that's the triple flyer. Hey, Gene Hope, Grand Rising to you. I love Michael's too. Michael's is good for sewing and crafts. Don't be scared to hit the link. Okay. I hadn't been to Michael's in so long, but they had so many nice things. Yeah, they have stepped up their game in the crafting department, and I love getting my stems from them. So Michael's is a good place. You may want to shop for the centerpiece competition. Make sure you shop online for your the online coupons and put them on your phone, and make sure you have those too. And they always have in-store coupons, and they always have good sales. So, good morning, Rachel. It's good to see you. Grand Rising. I hope all is well with you. I'm not sure if it's Friday. Okay, there's the link. Thank you, very Carrie. There's the link to Jill's comfort zone poetry thing. Let me let me hit that myself so I can give you guys the right date. Spanky Black. Good morning, Ronnie Q in chat. Good morning, Spanky Black. I've never seen you here, but I am glad to see you here. Good morning, Verbal Assassin. It is good to see you. Okay, Jill, let me hit this and see. I can't, for some reason, I can't. Okay, there it is. Jill's her second annual poetry competition is October 26th. Cash pot $500. Shoot, I may put a rhyme or two together. 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Uh, October 26th, cash pot $500. First place is 310 and second place is 190. So you guys may want to put that on your calendars. Jill's Comfort Zone second annual poetry competition. Okay. So let's support our YouTubers out here. Okay, I see. Thank you. Now I see all of this afterward. Courier, I don't care about that crybaby attacking me. He is not going to lie on you, K Fit, Ronnie Q. He is so delusional with his messy ass. Yeah, it's all Fifi TV, a plethora of other people. I swear on my life. I swear on my life. Deanna, Deanna, it's good to see you. Okay, so they have amazing music playlists named after that. That planet starting to look more like an emoji. Grand Rising. Let me see. Where am I? Let me catch up with the comments first of all. I can't take it. Who's in the thumbnail? Child, why did I go over? Why did I go over to Jay Wilson's Bertha May Billie Jean? What do you mean, choreo lover? Bertha May Billie Jean. Oh, the other women he attacked. Yes, exactly. Bertha May and Billie Jean. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me about them as well. Just on unwarranted attacks. Yeah. So you're right. Okay. So I went over to Jay Wilson because I was told some stuff is jumping off over on Jay Wilson's, and why did I go in there to uh to see somebody showing off their stitch braids? So they say that they get their hair done now at the beauty school. So we're not going to get into the beauty school talk because hundreds of us, it seems, have gone to different cosmetology schools and attended cosmetology school and this, that, and the other. But why did I go over there and somebody was showing off they stitch braids and it looked like they had alopecia and the parts were as wide as their nose? I don't know why. Uh, you know, at some point, uh, isn't it time to really go to a stylist when you have alopecia so they can, kind of disguise the alopecia that you have in your hair? It's only so much a student can do. It's only so much a cosmetology school can teach you. At some point, when you are thin scalp, you must go to a actual uh, beautician to have you look like you are not sitting up here like this. So that's who that is. You know, um, do you know who that is now, Deanna? Now, have you figured it out? Child, it was a mess. Let me see. Okay. Good morning, Miss T. Good morning, Miss T. Velocity. That's Chat Rat. That's Chat Rat. That better be Tracy. We sure did go to the beauty schools. Uh, No, I the last time I heard Sheffy said she got her braids done, and she was like, "Do you see these stitch braids?" And it looked like it was done with thread, with these big old wide meaty parts. I was like, "Girl, you better get some hair woven into them braids, girl, and go to a professional. You beyond the point at this point. Braids are supposed to be." Uh, Worn no longer than 2 months, and that's pushing. These are fresh braids. Those were fresh braids. She was showing off her brand new braids. Baby, they braiding air at this point. You know, I watch a lot of those hair videos and stuff, and those stylists that do those quick weaves, and some of them do, yeah, they're always usually quick weaves. The women with alopecia, the stylists that do uh the the hair of people who haven't had their hair done in months, and some of these people you be like, I don't know what style she's going to give them. I don't know what style she's going to give this person who don't have a lot of hair in different parts, and it's always a short haircut. And child, these women, if you guys go on there and watch hairstyles for women with alopecia, it will make your jaw drop. And they always give them like those real short haircuts, and they cover it up flawlessly. So I already knew I could find some braids. So I already knew there is a solution. Ronnie Q, why the thumbnail? And I think you know why the thumbnail now. Uh, so hey Liz, good morning. It's good to see you, Grand Rising. Somebody was showing off their stitch braids yesterday, Miss Toby. So in honor of the stitch braids at the beauty school stitch braids, I am letting people know that at some point, beauty school is good. You can save money. People can get experienced working on real clientele, but at some point in life, we do have to pay a professional to do our hair. That's the whole point, Miss Toby. Uh, I love those videos. I watch them on Instagram. They have them on YouTube, girl, as well. I guess Instagram is quicker, but I love those videos. So that's an ode to the alopecia stitch braids. Okay, so I'll keep subscribing and unsubscribing. It's frustrating. You're not getting notifications. Yeah, sometimes if you don't get notifications, I've been told that just unsubscribe and resubscribe, and hit the notification bell for all notifications again. And sometimes it works. Brew Crew. That's a good name. Okay. So now this title of my video is because James went live last night, and he was talking about is there some type of war? He said because he was wondering if people were setting things up to have a war between the beef sector and the black sector. So thus is the if you please take the poll. So I want to know where you guys are at in this, because unbeknownst to me, um, there was a big brouhaha between Diva, Tomboyish, and Lemon. So I went over to James, and he was saying that it seemed like there were a lot of black sector people over in Lemon's chat, because Lemon had gone off on Diva Tomboyish, and Diva Tomboyish then start diva tomboying on Lemon. So we know what diva tomboyish give. I'm still not clear on why he went off on her. He came up there, but he's a liar, so I cannot trust why he says he went off on her. But then she hit the link, and she hit James's link. So if you guys didn't watch Treasure Lane last night, you may want to go over there. They both said their sides, and of course, he said that he went overboard. So We already know that. Of course, he then tried to say that he went too far, and now she's gonna have to do her big one and whatever, and he's not afraid. So you went overboard. You went overboard as usual. Okay, so he's going to get what his hand called for. So that's who he went overboard with. So the question James had was, do you think that there's going to be a war? He said he saw a lot of different black sector people in there. Uh, ZX got up there and he said, that's, you have to realize there's a lot of trolls and it could have been a lot of trolling, but no, it's not going to be any beef. I don't. Foresee any beef between the black sector and the beef sector. Um, when Diva Tomboyish got up there, she said that she was being her regular self, and she had already gone. Oh, hold on one second. She had already made some community wall posts. Just being her regular self, poking at him. So for him to go off on her like that was new was strange to her. But I don't know. Sandra, thank you for contributing to the prize pot. I really appreciate Sandra, so Sarah, uh BJ, and a view is a view, for contributing to the prize pot. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Sandra. Okay, so go over there to Spill It Boy TV. I cannot keep the particulars in mind, but what I can tell you, there is war right now. It appears between Diva Tomboyish and Lemon. So and James was thinking that with so many other people being in the chat, was it going to be a knockout, dragged out fight between the sectors? And then I listened to ODS last night. He went live last night, and he said, how you're chatting and you're talking in the chat, and while something's going down, and people, he said, well, I'm messy on both sides. I'm gonna talk shit on both sides. He said, I ain't got a dog in the fight, so if I like both of you, you guys know I'm messy. I'm just talking. So he was talking while it appears while they started going back and forth, and she gave him the eyeballs, like, and said something to him like, ODS and somebody else, are you guys chiming in? So ODS almost got snatched in. So ODS came out and said, no, 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 no. I'm just being ODS. This is what I do. I like both of you guys. Y'all cool with me. But I'm gonna talk my shit. ODS. I'ma talk my shit. I'ma talk my shit. So, what do you guys feel about this? We're not combatants. Shit. We viewers. That's why they call us viewers. Hey, Miss Queenie, how are you? Okay. Korean lover, well, it's true, but I love my supporters, not most of the CCs. Chow, 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 chow. Chow, 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 chow. I don't like most of y'all. I'm just saying. Child, child. And most of them don't like you. They just want you to support them, but they can't support you. Catch. He apologized. He said, yes, he did say he liked Diva. And he's, yeah, he definitely said that. Thank you for putting Treasure Lane link in the chat so you guys can go over there and check it out. I was on Netflix last night. What did you watch on Netflix last night? These folks don't speak for me. Folks need to fight their own battles. Actually, yes, and oh, that's the caveat of the whole situation. So he and Diva was going back and forth, and he told Diva that's okay. The beef sector will the beef sector has me. No, the beef sector ain't got you. Your big mouth got you. He told Diva that the beef sector would support him or had him or something to that. No, you got yourself. You got yourself in it. You get yourself out of it. So that's the caveat that. And then he tried to take it back a little bit, and he said, "No, I told her I'm beef sector." No, the word on the curb is he said that the B sector got him. So let's see how that works out for him. So that's why I uh, put this in here about the war. So do you guys have him in this war? Do you guys have him in this war? Okay. A view said nope. Z Sarah said not I. Makes me laugh. Diva makes me laugh. She reminds me of Jennifer Lewis. Oh my God. Speaking of Lewis, Grand Rising Mike Lewis. Girl, that Aztec clay is so good. So good. Uh Choreo lover, if you put some activated charcoal in there with it, uh I don't know if you put a little lemon juice in there, or you can put a little um, apple cider vinegar with mother, not a lot, a little in there with it. Make sure you stir it up with a non-metal utensil. And you can and do not use a metal utensil if you use uh, the apple cider vinegar and the acid, girl, girl, and the activated charcoal with the clay, girl, your skin will be so beautiful. Okay, careful if you have sensitive skin, though. It doesn't agree with me. Yes, a lot of yeah, just they sell the activated charcoal in the same type of container. You just put like a half a teaspoon in there. Some skin is very sensitive to the apple cider vinegar, so you just want to put like a quarter teaspoon of that in there and mix it up, girl. I love it. And see the lemon helps with the over hyperpigmentation of the skin. The hyperpigmentation, that's what the lemon juice, helps with. Beautiful, beautiful skin. And you can also use the clay as a hair mask. Use the clay as a hair mask. Get in the shower, um, wash your hair, put that on, let it dry up on your hair, and rinse it off. Your hair will be so beautiful. especially if you wear your hair in a natural style. Your curl pattern will be so beautiful. So also try it as a mask. Some people have them in their cheeks. Some people have large cheek pores. Okay. Did I speak? The battle is not mine, it's the Lord's. I heard that, Angie. Yeah, so I am a spectator. I am not a fighter of that fight at all. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. I don't care for Diva, but Lemon gets on my nerves, so I could care less. You're a spectator. I'm just going to see how this all fans out. He's on his own on that shit. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. So I just thought that it was like crazy that he would really, yes, choreo lover. If you look on YouTube and you will see so many ways you will see so many ways that they mix up the mask for the hair. I really mix up the mask for my hair the same way, but I don't put the vinegar in it because it's drying. And so some women, I don't put oil in my mask, but I give myself a oil treatment sometimes afterwards. I'm telling you, your curl. I think you wear your hair natural. I For some reason I think you wear your hair natural. I don't know where I get this from. I don't know if this is just an assumption or if I've heard you say that. But your curl pattern would be popping, nice and juicy, and it gets rid of all the shampoo buildup and all the other buildup that we get on our hair, you know, and it just shines. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, you're natural. I don't know why I had that assumption. I don't know. Something about you gave me you're a natural girl like me. Okay. So, okay, what else did I want to talk about? Somebody else. I don't know where Stomp Down was yesterday, but he didn't come live with his messy self, and I was sitting around waiting to see if Stomp Down came live. Oh, so who was that? Somebody was talking about, Pizarro, over on Pizarro Live. Um, Uppity and Demus O was going back and forth. Uh, I don't have it for either of them, but it was good to hear Uppity get the best of her and have her uh, so bewildered that she had to drop off the panel, and then, of course, the Amish woman jumps up there, and Hershey. No, it wasn't Hershey. It was who who was it? Oh my God! Someone. She was up there. She was talking to D Miss O, and she wasn't yelling. She wasn't screaming. She wasn't over talking. But of course, every time. What? Who was that? Yes, Ronnie, it's great for hydro. Speaking of Mr. Messi, yeah. Now, Me Too broke the pick with the fist child. I have a. Oh, you mean a Soul Train afro? Angie, I do not believe that. I do not. Angie, have you tried the Aztec clay treatment on your natural hair? Not the Afro sheen, not the not the Afro pick. Oh, I remember those pics. Okay, so it was good to see somebody. Hey, good morning, Kimberly Black. It is always good to see you, Grand Rising. Good morning, Stomp Down. Okay, so it was always good. It's always good to see somebody get at the Miss O. So Uppity got there and she couldn't get it. Well, no, this is how it started. I think it's Jay Monet. I think it was Jay Monet. She was up there and she was having a conversation with the Miss O. And of course, the Miss O started talking all over her and not letting her talk. And she would just stop talking. And then, uh, indicative of the Miss O, she has nothing to say only when you're talking. So Jay Monet would let her talk. And then when she get finished talking over her, she would continue. She said, I didn't get to finish what I was saying. So she was trying to have a conversation with somebody who can't hear the words of other people unless she's mortally offended. So it wasn't working out well. And then all of a sudden, Uppity hits the link and start cussing the Miss O out, talking to her like she's accustomed to being talked to. So I thought that was quite funny. And then as Uppity gets the best of her, then she drops down, and who comes up? None other than the Amish chick, talking about talking and lady, I don't know who you are and what why you're up here attacking she didn't attack the Miso. She was conversing with the Miso, but the Miso does not know how to converse with anybody. So here comes the Amish woman trying to make it seem like the Miso was being double tagged when but she didn't notice the attack that the Miss O was given to someone who was simply trying to have a conversation. But she found a moment to come up there and say all the dumb stuff that she normally says for absolutely no reason to the woman who was conversing with her. Now, Uppity was fighting with her, and she came up there to be the attack dog, the sit boo boo sit dog for the Miss O, like she does so well that like she get paid to do that shit. So I just sitting back and looking at the dynamics of this bullshit that they did, and then to try to say that the only reason she came up there is because the Miss O was being double teamed, and I love that Jay Monet just let them say whatever they wanted to say, and then just said, "No, that didn't happen. No, I didn't say anything when her and Uppity were going at it." Just made her look real stupid. So that happened. Y'all, Grand Rising. Please support the Wheelchair Foundation. I peeped that shit. Yeah, so wash, rinse, repeat on that. So if you guys didn't see that, you know, it was classic. I need to do better with my mind. You need you need to do better with your setup. The audio sucked. How is my audio? I'm using my corded headsets. Choreo Lover had to get up on my panel and tell me how good my mic was sounding. Okay, I think that's all I got for the beef section. Did I miss anybody? Thank you very, Carrie. Uh, Did I miss anybody yesterday? Clear as water. Thank you, Kimberly Black. Um, Good morning, Candy Cane. Grand Rising, it's good to see you. What did I miss? What did I miss? There was someone else that I wanted to talk. Wait a minute. Let me go into the details of my video. I may have left it. Oh, the turncoat. Who is the turncoat? So James hit me on to something because I did not see Diva Tomboyish video. So now there's supposed to be the B sector is supposed to be taken up for lemon per lemon. And then James goes live and he says that Lemon, you better watch yourself because you had Jay Dunn sitting up there playing in your face. I was like, well, of course. And then do tell me, how did it happen? So James said that Jay Dunn was sitting up there playing in Lemon's face because when Diva Tomboyish was over there doing her live, who was in her live but Jay Dunn big upping her and saying that you're right and this, that, and the other. And then later on that night, she came over in Lemon's face and was talking all this sweet nothings to Lemons, but telling him at the same time that you were wrong for doing that to her, and don't you think you were wrong, and this, that, and the other. So it seems like we have a who is the turncoat in history? I know it's not Paul Revere, but for some reason Paul Revere is the only name that I can think of. But it seems like there's a turncoat in the house who's over there playing both sides of the fence. So of course that would be Jay Dunn. And then uh, Jay Dunn, I think Mama Fifi, I forget how James said it went. Mama Fifi paid Jay Dunn off, and Jay Dunn paid herself back up, and then she paid James off Lemon's panel, and Mama Fifi paid $50 to get James back up on the panel, but James said that he had really didn't want to go back up, and he had really you know extended exhausted everything that he wanted to say. So he wanted to make sure that he paid Mama Fifi the $50 back that she paid to get James back on the panel after Jay Dunn paid to get James off the panel, and then Jay Dunn turned around and paid $100 to get herself back on the panel. Uh, so James wanted to make sure that he repaid her. Is Newbie in here? Hold on one second. I see Yaya saying something about Newbie. Yes, Newbiology is in here. Good morning, Newbie Grand Rising. NYW, where you been on vacation? It's good to see you, girl. Okay. And I haven't seen Kind to Me either. Uh, I, I don't know. Benedict Arnold. That's what I was like. Why can't I think there is a distinct traitor in his history? Thank you. And I was like, why? I know it's not Paul Revere. Benedict Arnold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I could not think of the traitor to save my soul. So when Lemon came over on Treasure's panel, he did let him know that Jay Dunn was playing in his face. So I'm gonna see if you guys want to look for something to watch for that. If somebody paid me down, I ain't paying shit to get the F. I'm not paying shit to get back up. F that. See, he did not pay to get himself back up. Mama Fifi paid to get him back up. And Jay Dunn paid to get herself back up, because, you know, This is life or death for Jay Dunn. You guys know how it goes. No, I just was watching James. What happened with Dragon's behavior? I did not see her behavior. I got all of this via James. These people are a mess. Not Kickgate. Kickgate. That's a yes. That's a good term. Kickgate. Yeah, that's the last thing. Yes, Benedict Arnold. Thank you, beans and cornbread. I was like, why can't I think of the traitor? Good Grand Rising, beans and cornbread. Thank you for being over here. Listen, it's a 16th century term. Listen, Pam, don't be telling me your your uh your tales of when you were a lad. I don't want no 16th century terms up in here. Blue to red. Now you're trying to associate it to Bloods and Crips. Get out of here, Pam. A turncoat. Yes, a turncoat. I know the history term. I just couldn't think of Benedict Arnold's name. I was so mad. Good morning, y'all going to hell. Okay. Dragons got so upset with China White, where she threatened her what? Threatened her life and to fight her, she was going crazy. Dragons need help. I did not see any of that. So that was on Lemon's. Why China White? Was China White even in the chat? Uh, I know that, Pam. I know that. That's why I was sure it wasn't Palmer Revere, but that was the only because you know uh you know Benedict Arnold even from watching the Brady Bunch. That little episode of the Brady Bunch, but I couldn't get the name. Now, let me drop the link. Maybe I don't know. You can't come up. You're at work. Okay. So I don't know what's up with dragons, but she always have had has had you know strange behaviors and outbursts and all of that type of stuff. So um, it is what it is. Corio, I was ready to jump on Rodney Child. He better leave you alone. He's just sickening. Oh, beans and cornbread. It was your birthday. I did not know that. Happy birthday. Oh, China's in Florida too. She better settle down. Happy birthday, beans and cornbread. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, beans and cornbread. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Okay. Yes. Yes, China White had made a simple comment in the chat, and she took that comment and went crazy because she is crazy. Let's be real. Let's really be real. I had no idea. Bernice says she saw that. Okay, so I heard that Lemon had cursed Diva Tomboyish out real bad. I I won't say last night, the night before last, on into the morning, and then he came back live again. He came back live again, and he went in on her a little more. look at this. Is this the 16th century view? High view. Hey view.
Hello. Can you hear me? I see my little thing
Yes.
bouncing. Hi. I have no idea why I hit the link, but I just felt compelled to. Good morning, Miss Ronnie Q.
Good morning. So I know you didn't see any of this.
Well, I saw little bits. I went to it to try to, be supportive and just so that I could be able to report on whatever, but I could not. After I saw the band of characters up there, there's some ugly motherfuckers. Some of y'all need to really go ahead and be behind avatars. Oh my God. And I don't know all those people and I could not. It's killing too many of my brain cells, but I could talk a little bit about it, but not too much. What you talking about?
Now, Bernice, what is this $50 for? You
Oh,
uh
I know what that's about.
what's that about?
I think it was something about the $50 that somebody paid to drop somebody down off of the channel, and then somehow it got
Oh,
mis. Yeah, yeah.
yes. What Jay Dunn paid to get James dropped off the panel, and then Mama Fifi paid to get James put back up on the panel. So she had to pay $50 to get James put back on the panel. But James said he didn't even want to go back on the panel because he, in essence, was about to drop because he had, said everything that he wanted to say. So when he
Mhm.
started his live, he wanted to make sure that Mama Fifi got her money back because he was like,
Mhm.
hey, I was cool with it. I don't have any issues with it because, I was done. So he was trying to get her money back to her that she paid
Yes.
to get him back on the link.
And then I think it ended up where she was saying, "I just wanted to give it to you anyway. I ain't worried about no $50." So I think they worked that part out. But yeah, that was a mess. Somehow, Dunn was up in there. That's yeah. Well, anyway, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. J Dunn was the one who paid to get
Mhm.
James off, and then somebody paid to get her off, and then she paid $100 to get herself back on, because she has an inheritance. Isn't that what it's for?
Is it just spend it on YouTube for getting on and off of panels? Oh, okay.
Isn't that what it's for?
I guess so. I guess, child. I got bills. I got bills and things to do. First of all, I got coloring supplies to buy. I got crayons and coloring books. So yeah, everybody spend their money however they spend it. Okay, I'm using my 401k and my retirement fund, so I guess I could be in the same boat. But I'm not giving it to no bitches on the motherfucking YouTube.
Good
Okay.
morning, Shay.
Hey.
Yeah, I have plans. I have
I do
plans.
too. I like to eat good food, gourmet food. Everything I do in life now
And
costs a whole lot of money, huh?
organic, not
Yeah.
shit. Organic food is the gourmet food, and I think all that time, while your grandparents and your relatives were growing real organic food and stuff,
Mhm.
you didn't think that it would be such a thing when you were you were grown that you would be paying double the price to
Mhm.
get what you took for granted that was growing out there in your well, I was finna say the
Mhm.
yard, but my grandmother's garden was huge. It was
Yeah.
yeah, so she called it a garden, but the man had to come out there with the tractor to till the garden because it's no
Mhm.
way you could just take a hoe and make your rows and all that. No, the man had to come on the tractor to till the garden. And
Mhm.
my, my other grandparents, they had gardens in like three, four different places. The watermelon patch was huge. Uh,
Mhm.
oh my God, yeah,
It was a
garden
production. It was a
yeah.
production. But it
Mhm.
was all about planning. And then it's already set up planning, and then a lot of times we didn't even know what they did there. They bartered a whole bunch of stuff. One person had this thing going on, they would trade this one. I got the tractor over here. You want me to run that across
Yeah.
that plot, that
Yep.
field,
Mhm.
and I'll bring you a bag of this and you do that.
I bring you some
Right.
onions. I got
Mm-hmm.
these seeds. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
And money was
exactly.
rarely exchanged. Money was
Mhm.
rarely exchanged. It really was. Yeah, I
I got
remember.
these preserves. I
Mm-hmm.
got some figs over here. Well, I'll preserve them, and yes, that's how
Mm-hmm.
it went.
You know,
Um,
sister got her corn. She got some corn over there. I gotta get that because I got to go down in the cellar and get this. Oh, is these prunes fine? I don't even know. I got to make something. You know, Bertha May got something going down there. You know, they would have this whole conversation. He'd be like, as a
mhm.
kid, you'd be like, what the hell are you talking about?
And you don't need these names that conceal birdie and uh loach and all these
Slick,
different names that they
Slick
have
Willie, Slick
and
Willie, you know, whatever.
come boo, and that's mean cousin boo, and
Right.
all this the names that they had for the people. Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God. I wish I
Yes.
could go back in time. I wish I could go back in time just with the little bit of knowledge that I have now, but go back just to observe it. There was such jewels, such precious times and memories and everything. Oh my God. I have glimpses of those things, those memories now, and I just cherish them. Sorry, senior moment, y'all. Sorry, senior moment.
Leo, good morning, Leo. I talked about your son's c- what is it? Charcuterie board demo. That was such a good video. If you guys didn't see Leo's video last night, they we dropped the link. If you can drop the link again for Leo's sample charcuterie board that her son put together with ingredients all from the dollar store, and it was a demo to really show you how Leo knows that I want my camera set up for the for the centerpiece. No, it was a demo to show you how to set up your camera for her charcuterie board competition, and also my centerpiece competition. So go over there and check out her son put together his charcuterie board with all Dollar Tree ingredients. It was quite nice, and I like that she did that with her son.
She was the first person that had the well that I saw over here in this area to have the camera down angle when she was doing the strawberry presentations that she did, and that was really good. But a lot of people miss that. But having the camera straight down on whatever you're doing, it really makes an impact, and it really shows people what's going on, not just all the background and stuff like that. I think she had like one of those overhang frames and her camera on it, so I don't know what she uses now, but that was a really good way to promote your business and promote your products without having people to see everything around. I
Hmm.
remember the strawberries, I think it was. You're welcome, Leo. I recognize that. And I tried to emulate that actually when I started doing overhead footage and stuff. I did really appreciate how she did that. And if you look at a lot of other crafters and people that actually do good quality work, and especially if you want to do home businesses and things, you need to make sure that you stay professional. And that was a very professional angle and a professional way to present your products.
Yeah, and excuse me, I got a frog in my throat.
Uh-oh, let that frog out. Hop away, hop away. But
Ribbit.
yeah, ribbit.
Also, so
Mhm.
Sarah, in the wreath
Yes.
competition, she had that perfect setup.
Yes.
I mean, is I'm pretty sure people, but you had a camera. I thought I was expecting you to have a camera phone. I
Who
also
me? Who
on the
Sarah? Sarah or
you
me?
you you
Yeah, but oh
you
Lord, it's
had a
about
you have a
mm,
camera. You didn't have a camera phone set up when you were
mm-mm,
showing your rigging.
mm-mm. And I know, but Miss Ronnie Q, I was trying to be kind of comedic. And I do have that whole setup. I got the frames. I have all of that, but I have it in my work office, my real office. This over here is just ratchet stuff. So I was trying to show ratchet Jimmy rig things. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but um no, I was trying to I most people are not going to use a camera. Most people are going to use their phones. So there is a way that you can rig your phone. just and so Sarah uses her phone.
Mhm.
Amazon has a little thing, but I don't want you to have to go out and buy something to rig your
Mm-mm.
phone or anything. I mean, you can find something, you can stack something up and make it work. So just try to get a good camera view. That's all I'm saying.
And this is a webcam. I'm right here. What I'm showing right now, this is my raggedy gym clip tape. It's a
Yeah,
webcam. I got it for like $15 and it has the mic on there and the camera and I have it angled. It $15. I think found one in one of my boxes and I just have it angled down. So you know.
I got webcams all over the place. I got webcams I haven't even opened up and used because I
Right.
I never needed them because all my laptops have cameras on
Mhm.
them, of course. So, I got webcams all over the place. I think I got 3 or 4, something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, but yeah, you guys can make it work. Now, back to that farming. Um,
Yeah.
the almanac. Did we talk about the almanac not too
Yes.
long ago? Okay,
Yeah, the
yeah,
farmer's almanac. Uh-huh.
Farmer's
How.
Almanac,
Mhm.
and it tells you when to plant what and
Mhm.
what the weather is expected to be like. But now it's crazy because you can't even predict the weather to do that type of stuff.
Mm.
So many crops are dying out and stuff because the weather patterns have changed because it's global warming. So you'll have a hard go at it nowadays.
Mhm. Yeah, you will because it's so erratic. And I don't even know. I think they did allow that. I think that they did state somewhere in the Farmer's Almanac. Thank you, Leo. I think they did state that there will be some variance for different reasons and stuff, and then that's why they started saying because of God's will. I mean, they added that into that too. This is not just how everything is going to work. You still have to add some the divine forces into. I'm sounding too deep. This is the beef section.
I'm gonna have to read it because I
Yeah.
have my grandmother's.
Mhm.
I have my grandmother's and I don't handle it a lot because I keep it in non-acid paper and stuff so it
Yeah.
won't tear up and that's what you have to do. Get some non-acid paper for anything paper that you want to save and so it won't
It's
disintegrate and
it's
stuff.
it's called archival.
Is that what
Um,
it's called?
Yes, ma'am. And I actually bought a book from the Dollar Tree because I'm going to be creating memories. Did the flyer go away? I must have dropped the flyer. It's called archival paper and archival preservation. So
Yeah.
yeah, and so it can last. They're saying over 100 years or whatever, but who's been there long enough to see if it works. But it's a certain type of paper and it's a certain type of
It doesn't have acid in it. Yeah.
mm-mm, it doesn't have, and this is museum quality. This one actually, I scored it from the from a thrift store for $5, and it's got 100 pages in here. But you can buy the same type of thing for what you're talking about to preserve it. Yeah, it's that Farmer's Almanac is a collector's item also. If it's the
Oh,
original one. Mm-hmm.
it's the original one. Yeah, it's
Yep.
the original one.
Yep.
Uh, now, yeah, my grandmother had all types of fruits and vegetables. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
so many fruits, strawberries and things like that. But she didn't have fruit trees once she moved uptown. But she had fig trees. I think she
Mm-hmm.
had a plum tree. Uh, uh, Figs and plums. Yes, she did. And them plums are so freaking good. But my grandfather had everybody beat with his watermelon patch. We be
Yeah.
out in the I mean they had acres and acres of land and he'll call us him and my cousin who actually lived down there. They had a call and they would call each other and you can locate each other. You can tell where the other one is by the call and you call
Mm-hmm.
you meet up and then Big Daddy's in the watermelon patch. Come on, let's go. And
Some
and
stuff
then
getting ready to
we,
happen, right?
we run over there, and he take his knife out, or he'll crack a watermelon over his knee, and we eat that fucking watermelon out in the field, and it be
Hmm.
nice and cool because it's the patches under some trees. Oh, that was fucking living life. And the
That was.
watermelon actually had seeds in it.
We used to spit them out. We had watermelon speed sitting. Who can spit it farther? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you imagine a watermelon with an actual with full of black seeds?
Oh my God, I would love it. I would love
I
it.
love it.
And now
Yes.
they're making them, and they're putting all these chemicals and preservatives and DNA testing and making them without seeds, and they are
Yeah.
disgusting. They don't even
Yeah.
have, they
They're
just
not even sweet no more. Oh
no, they're
my God.
not.
Remember watermelon used to be so sweet.
Hmm.
They be crystallized in some parts of them because they were so freaking sweet. You ain't getting nothing but
Mm.
some water.
We made
Real.
necklaces with the watermelon seeds. I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry. I did stay in the country, real hard country, and we would collect them and make necklaces and bracelets. You know how they do the little shells and stuff. Make the little. We did that necklace, watermelon seed necklace. I don't. Veronica was like, don't put me into that one. I don't know nothing about
No,
that.
we didn't make we didn't make nothing from our watermelon seeds.
Miss Veronica, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Um, for the people that are using their cell phones, I just don't. I don't want y'all to. I don't want to set yourself up for failure. There's nothing wrong with using your cell phone, but make sure if you use your cell phone that you turn the notifications off while you're live doing your channel thing. You don't want baby and the daddy and the husband. You don't want all that stuff coming in because it does mess up your taping. And I'm just saying for the challenge that's coming up. Also, the reason why I use a webcam is so that I can use my cell phone for referencing. See, I still got my cell phone, but if I tape on my cell phone, I can't do that. So either have an extra cell phone or use a little webcam or something like that. I just wanted to put that out there.
Hey Jill, hey Cruiser, hey Connie. Now, Sisterhood, hey, good morning, YouTube camera. Mike Lewis, you must be out of your mind. I always hated sugar cane.
What?
Uh, my grandmother's sister had a sugarcane field, and when we came back to the city, we was making room for what was left of the sugarcane. We all got a piece, a stalk of sugarcane taller than us, and we ate that shit down the whole summer long and
Hmm.
had some to take back. I loved.
Gnawing on that thing. That stuff keeps your teeth clean too. Gnawing on that, sucking it out. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh,
It was so
I
good. It
love
was
me some
so
sugar
good.
cane. Yes, I
Hmm.
mean, oh my God, he when he said that, it just like yeah, it just reminded me. So I mean, it
Hmm.
was like the good things in life and shit. We used to run and play and shit.
And yeah, have a good time. And we didn't have video games and stuff like that. Kickball, dodgeball, hopscotch, tag, things that involve moving your body. Yeah.
Girl, we used to when we used to go my grandparents, they lived in rural areas in the South. Off the paved road. And so it would be embankments of trees, and like the road was cut through the ground and stuff. So on each side of the road, it's just like embankments of trees and stuff. And every year, every summer, that we went out there, we had to recreate our staircase because the South has that red clay dirt, and we would in the embankment we would we would carve out a set of stairs and stuff. So every year we went back, we recarved out our staircase going up the embankment and stuff. I mean, just all types of shit like that. I mean, ain't
Hmm.
had shit else to do. He had
No.
shit else to do. We carving stairs. I'm telling you. We had
We there was all that running and riding the bikes and all that kind of stuff. We would go around to certain parks and stuff, and there were certain areas that had running water, creek water. I don't think they call it creek, but it was safe to drink. People would come from miles around, from up north to come down to get it. Now I'm not. I'm from the anyway. The DMV area, I think it's still country, but a lot of people don't. DC people will get mad if you say it's the country, but anyway, we would go down south, and to me down south was like down in Virginia and south in North Carolina. So that's what I'm the memories I'm speaking about are there. But they had little places where they had creek water, or they called it something, spring water or
I
whatever.
water
Hmm.
from the still. I know.
Yeah,
I know from the spring. They
the
call it
spring.
it was from the spring, but it was
Hmm.
actually well water.
Yes, and it was drinkable, and then we would just play and play and play, and then we would already somehow end up wherever that water was, and we just sit there and drink that water, and then just talk and have fun. It was just so innocent.
Yeah, my grandmother, she had a full well and stuff, and they would have yeah, that water was so fucking good and
And
cold.
cold.
You could
Yeah,
get
cold. We said cold at the same time.
that water was so good and cold. I'm
Mm,
telling you, it wasn't nothing like that type of shit. Uh
yeah.
my condolences. I miss my grandparents so much. Memories are the
Oh.
most precious things we have. Exactly. And I remember my grandfather, he was like almost 30 years older than my grandmother. So he was real old. And he was the one who bought all the land, and he gave a lot of the land to his brothers and stuff because he was in the army. He went over to World War I, and he would come back, and they would sit on the porch and they would just tell stories, and they would tell scary stories and have you out of your skin. They would just tell stories about things that they've seen and stuff, and they get you enthralled with just storytelling. That's a whole lot of shit that they did back in the day. And he would tell the stories about how W.E.B. Du Bois came over to France when he was serving in France, and this, that, and the other. And he was, and I didn't know the importance of who he was talking about, but as I know, as I grew to know knew who he was in history, and to hear my grandfather tell these stories of him actually being in France. They had them over there, but they only used them for in the kitchen and things like that. And I actually showed a command that came out of the United States to France to not treat the Negro so good. Do not commend them in any of their valor. Do not shake their hands, because they didn't want them to come back to the United States being uppity. But you
Uppity.
wanted
Up.
them to. But you wanted them to go over there and fight your wars. So it's
Exactly.
in hindsight, you learn this stuff while they're over there, and they didn't want them to even be committed in valor. Don't tell them they did a good job. Don't shake their hands. They wanted them to treat them like they were still in Jim Crow. But and because they had noticed that the some black people got a glimpse of what it meant to be treated like a regular human being, so they didn't want them to come back uppity.
Isn't that ironic? Uppity, and we got uppity Negro goddess, and anyway, I'm gonna be stepping down. I got something to do real quick, but I'll be still listening, and I'll come back at the end if you still are up. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to talk about. Did you watch that? Real quick,
What?
just
Go
yes or
ahead.
no. Did you watch that interview that Kamala did on Fox News yesterday?
Of course, I did. What
Okay.
did you think about it?
Oh, I thought that she did a fantastic job,
Mm-hmm.
because it was a job to be done.
Hmm. I love when she speaks. She speaks just like an average person. There's no pomp and circumstance added to her commentary. There's no kitty references to dogs eating cat whatever. I mean, it's all it's just like a normal person. Like if I like I just feel so comfortable listening to her speak. It's not, she's just speaking matter of factly. Okay. She's being very logical. She's being very rational. Everything is thought provoking. It's not just talking off the top of her head like the other opponent. And you see why he will not debate her anymore. But he cannot. She held in one of her speeches that I listened to. She held the whole conversation for an hour, almost an hour and a half. There were no commercial breaks. There was no interruptions. She just spoke. Okay, she didn't need any assistance from anybody. Nobody had to come in and ask a question to deflect the topic. She's just real.
All right, Pam. Yeah, she did an excellent job. And it seemed like the interview was supposed to have gone longer. Uh, it's like they went back to the round table and
Mhm.
like they had nothing else to talk about, uh, other than, and they weren't going to give her her credits about how good she really did,
Nope.
and then all of a sudden, all these, oh, we got a break, we got a hard break, we gotta go, we gotta go. He was trying
Mhm.
to get his ass out of there. So I'm gonna play a couple of little clips. All right,
Okay. I'm gonna
thank
listen.
you
I'm gonna
for coming.
listening.
Thank you
All
for
right.
coming.
Thank you for the memories. Thank you so much. All
Yeah,
right.
I
All
always
right.
have fun.
All right. Okay.
All right, thank viewers of you for coming up. So yesterday, um, Kamala Harris went on the Brett Bear show on Fox News. He is represented as the real newscaster on their show, and of course he came in. You can see that he came in with an agenda to try to get her on some got you type of moment, and with the stern face and the unfriendly face. I'm like, what's all this about? And so let's take a little one of my favorite little clips from that. If you guys have not seen that, I suggest you go over there and watch that because she handled him quite well. Okay, here we go. I'm sure this is it.
Please sign the petition
Hold on one second.
and urge Congress to make assault rifles illegal
Let's
for
get to this
civilians.
commercial.
No practical application in civilized society for assault rifles.
Okay. So,
if he's as bad as you
okay. So let me put up uh my banner first of all. I am using this in fair use under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which gives allowance for fair use for purposes such as criticism, uh, commenting, news reporting, and teaching. So we're going to do a little reporting on this news. So if you guys didn't see this, I'm going to drop the link for this. This is just a clip, but the whole interview, it's only like 25, 26 minutes. That's a strange amount of time for an interview. Let me drop the link for this little segment right here. And let me remove this comment. So let's listen to a little of this interview and see how he's talking. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States. Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the.
He's saying, what he's saying right there, if he's so bad, why are you guys tied neck and neck? So here's her answer.
United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
It's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a
so
cakewalk
are they misguided,
for
the
anyone.
50%?
Listen,
So are the 50% who for him, are they misguided? So he's trying to bring her into a trap. So what are you saying? Are the Trump supporters misguided? If you're saying he's this bad, what are you saying about the American people? He's trying to get her to diss his supporters and diss the American people. And we are clear that Trump has been saying the past couple of days that the people who are against him should be arrested, should have the military sicked on them. See, he's trying to get her to say something equally as bad as we've been hearing him say. So let's continue.
Stupid?
Oh
What is
God,
it?
I would never say that about the American. That about the American. To be, it is not supposed to be a
So
cakewalk
are they misguided, the
for anyone.
50%?
Listen,
Are they stupid? What is
God,
it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that question to the former president today.
Okay. We asked that question to the president today. Okay, let's go.
Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true.
I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest guy. A mobster. He was the greatest guy. But okay, let's continue.
No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
he was asked
No,
about that specific...
that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to
that
you,
was the question that we asked him.
you didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way, yes. Let me ask.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way.
Dad
Yes.
bods just
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way. Yes. No. You have seen what he's been saying. Okay, so let's see him say it out of his own mouth. I think I have it on here. See, so they want to give it to Bob Woodward's book is the only place that that is said. Okay, I don't think it's on this one. I don't have it on this one. Oh, here it is. Here it is, right here. I found it. So let's hear him say it out of his own mouth. So we cannot just accredit this to Bob.
Let's remember, you've got 50,000 Chinese nationals in this country in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You have people on the terrorist watch list, 350 in the last couple of years. You got, like you said, 13,000 murderers and 15,000 rapists.
Right.
What are you expecting? Joe Biden said he doesn't think it's going to be a peaceful election day.
Well, he doesn't have any idea what's happening in all fairness. He spends most of his day sleeping. I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. By the way, totally destroying our country. The towns, the villages, they're being inundated.
Okay. The towns, the villages, the people who have come into our country. Okay, we know how I feel about all these the influx of immigration. But what towns and villages? What villages? This motherfucker is out of touch with reality. But you hear her talk about China, you hear her talk about all of these enemies, and he said what? The biggest enemy is from within. Let's go back a little bit. And he ain't even talking about the immigrant. He said, I'm not even talking about the people who are coming in. They said that they are 15 million murderers who have come in. How do they know this? How do they know this? But that is a fear tactic that they're using to get you. Oh, I can't vote Democrat. Oh, look what they did. It's 15 million murderers, they're saying, that have come in just to scare you to not vote, to actually vote for him. Let's go back. Let's hear how this conversation started again. Hold on. And this is on Fox News as well. So they know. So they know he has said this. So to play that other clip where him saying, I heard people saying that. He said this on your fucking network. Okay, let's go.
States military against Americans who he doesn't like. Listen to it for yourself. Play the clip.
Let's remember, you've got 50,000 Chinese nationals in this country in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You have people on the terrorist watch list, 350 in the last couple of years. You got, like you said, 13,000 murderers and 15,000 rapists.
Right.
What are you expecting? Joe Biden said he doesn't think it's going to be a peaceful election day.
Well, he doesn't have any idea what's happening in all fairness. He spends most of his day sleeping. I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. By the way, totally destroying our country. The towns, the villages, they're being inundated. But I don't think they're the problem in terms of election day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen.
And there are dozens.
Let's be clear. She said that she don't think that there is going to be a smooth election day. Election day. So this is what he's saying, that radical left, they should be handled by the military. So, but he has never said that those people who were climbing all over the Capitol should have been handled by the military because they didn't want the election to be certified. But what have you seen coming from the left that compares slightly to anything other than getting out the vote efforts for the left? You haven't seen anything. So I dropped the link for that. Let me come back to you guys and see what you have to say about that. Yes, it is supposed to be a thought-provoking question. I don't think you're talking about my question, but good morning, sweet tea. Muzz, former North Korean leader Kim Jong Il, before he passed, he appointed his son Kim Jong Un. The Dems did the same with Kamala. Why wasn't she primary? Good question. Good question. Why wasn't Joe? Why wasn't Joe primary? Did you ever ask why Joe Biden wasn't primaried either? No. So if Joe Biden wasn't primary, with him dropping out of the race so late in the race, did you think that primarying her would be a good thing, or would it be something that would break up the Democratic Party to make sure that we wouldn't lose the whole freaking election by being separated instead of united. So I had thought I it was my idea, hearing people saying that the convention, they should have presented more people. I was thinking that was a good idea, but in hindsight, with more knowledge, see, we should all be trying to attain more knowledge about the whole situation. That wouldn't have been a good idea. It had been proposed that they uh, uh, bring forth different candidates. It sounds like a good idea, but seeing what we're working with, I am so happy now that they did not do that. And it was a united front. And the very next day, she got all of her supporters, because if they had done that, the Democrat Party would have been fractured in all different directions. So, in plain, simple terms, that that is why they didn't do that. But my question to you is, why are you even talking about that when I just played what I played? And you have nothing to comment on what I actually played. See, that's my question to you. What does what you just said have to do with anything that you just heard this man say on election day? People on the left should be handled by the military. Put some money on that and answer me that. Why that's the only thing that you have to say after hearing somebody saying that they are going to sick the military on people who they don't like, even when he doesn't even have power over the military. So if he gets put back in office, do you not think that this Project 2025 initiative, where they sick the military on protesters, will not be in effect? So that's my question to you, Muzz. Put some money on that. Good morning, Bird. Bernie Sanders is not younger than Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Exactly, Miss Toby. Exactly, Miss Toby. Is Muzz gone? Is Muzz gone with his non-thought provoking statements that he put a measly funky $5 on? You you paid to be played, child. Anyway, okay. This is not where you usually hang out. This is not where you usually hang out. This ain't the place. This ain't the place. Uh, what does that have to do with what I said? See, all these grandstanding questions and all this grandstanding. What's your point? I don't know, but it just kills me that he Muzz has nothing to say about what was played. See, people try to act like, oh well, just look at the other side this way and that way, but you don't have nothing to say about a motherfucker who said that they would sick the army on you if you don't do and agree with what they want. You ain't got a goddamn word to say about that. You see how it works? You see how the bullshit works? Ain't had nothing to say about that. Don't scare them in the least, because they're so busy trying to scare you about a black woman. All right. Uh, Let me take that down. I dropped the link for you guys. Did I drop the link? Hey, the Bushes. Oh, I spoke to you already. No, they not derailing the commentary, not at all. There's the link for that. If you want to see that, um, let me see. Oh, Georgia. Did you guys hear the Georgia set records for its first day of early voting? So that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Now that's voting for everybody. So this dead democracy or fake democracy that Muzz is speaking of, it seems to be working in Georgia, even though uh, even though they try to not make it work. So I was talking about that. The election board, elections officials had came up with a plan that all of the votes in Georgia would have to be hand counted before they could be certified 2 days after the election. And they had no process, no. They had no process to do this. They had no training in doing this. And if it wasn't done, they would not be able to certify the election, the votes to then be automatically machine counted. So they had to have them hand counted, and they had no people in place, no way to do it, no procedure to do it, nothing. And this was supposed to be done for this election, with no oversight, no instructions, no workers, no money, no nothing. Okay, so if you couldn't do it, these different precinct precincts could not be certified. So such a large precinct like, let's say, Atlanta. So you have nothing in place to do this. So do you think that it was going to be done? No, it couldn't be certified. Okay, too bad. So sad, too bad. Okay, like these big pockets of voters where you suspect that there will be Democrats voting in, like Atlanta. Oh, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You didn't hand vote. You didn't hand count all these votes. So sorry, we can't certify your elections in Atlanta, but we can in the more white rural regions. We can certify those. Okay, so what happened? So people were up in arms. Let me give you of course, they took it to court. So let's see what happened when they took that to court. Okay. But Muggs, what do you? I don't hear you saying anything about that part of. I don't hear you saying anything about that, Muggs. What say you about that, Muggs? Huh? Muggs, what you got to say about that? Because
And we've got Trump unhinged,
Muggs,
untethered, and now threatening Americans.
Muggs, you obviously don't spend no time over here, because I have already told you that that is Trump's ground game. He has no ground game to get out the vote. His ground game is to have people's votes not be certified. So this is what they tried to do in Georgia. So let's see what the judge said. Let me see.
Worm eating guy, hoping to get his, I don't know what voters.
Let me see.
He'll claim all sorts of things, right? He'll claim election interference. He'll claim dead people are voting. He'll claim that illegal people are voting. They filled out her registration form tonight, and we're
Doors getting souls to polls. He's
Okay, hold on. Let me slow this down. Okay, let me put up my banner. Okay, I'm using this under Section 107 of the Copyright Act for fair use. Okay, so let's see a little of this. A judge issues a major blow to the Trump election scheme. So hold on, I think we got a commercial. Okay, no, we don't. Now, the Attorney General already said you can't do this, but the election officials, I told you already that there had been uh, uh, Trump loyalists who have been sent out to all these different precincts all across the United States. At last count that I heard about, it was 77 going to distinct precincts trying to not have the the people vote certified. That is the win game for them. So they tried this in Georgia. Even okay, so you hear that they knew that they couldn't do this, but they still made it a rule 2 weeks before the election. Let's continue. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the link to this. There is a lot more information in this. Let me copy and paste this. So now we understand exactly what they are trying to do. So I just wanted to give you guys some more information. Like I have said, be ready for this game that they are not going to be certifying these elections. So, you know, that's the game. Any comments, Mugs? Any comments from Mugs? Is Mugs still around? This is not the proper this is not the propaganda uh uh channel, Mugs. Uh you didn't hear it? Oh my god. I wonder why you didn't hear it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know why you didn't hear it. That long thing and you guys didn't hear it. No, it wasn't muted. Okay, I dropped it. I dropped the link in here. Okay. Let me re-pull it up. My own link. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna replay it and I'm gonna look in. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. Okay. Let me share my link. Okay. Okay. Uh okay, put a one in the chat if you can hear it. I'm starting it now.
Georgia's the only one fighting for democracy in Georgia, and he's now issued his second of two opinions in the last 48 hours to push back and shove back against the Trump-dominated state election board, who tried to pass a rule in the last month and to apply it 2 weeks before the election to benefit Donald Trump, particularly the hand count rule, which would, listen to this, sit down for this one, grab a cup of coffee, would require that in the state of Georgia, in every precinct, in every county throughout the state, and that's a pretty big state, that every election precinct manager take out the ballots from every voting machine in every precinct and do a hand count against the electronic count in 2 days. And Judge McBurney was like, how are they ever possibly going to do that? It's almost impossible to do that with no training, with no memos, with no advice, and against the actual advice and recommendations of the Attorney General of Georgia, who said you can't implement this rule. And I'm not going to give any, I have no time to develop any guidance or advice to the election poll workers and precinct managers about how to apply it. And Judge McBurney's like, I don't know, you might have had good intentions. I mean, I don't think he really thought that with his quotes later on about Jan 6th and what happened there. But your timing is terrible. Your timing is wrong, and I'm not going to let you implement the hand count rule. Now, this case has gotten a lot of attention. It originally started as one county's Board of Elections and Registration. Every county in Georgia has a BER, a Board of Elections and Registration, that are responsible for that county's vote. And then they flow up to their bosses at the state election board, or what I call the TEB, the Trump election board, now dominated by Trumpers. So Cobb County, which is a county adjacent to Atlanta, ran in and sued the state election board, their bosses, but others intervened in the case allowed by Judge McBurney. So the Democratic National Committee intervened, the local Democratic Party intervened, the Republicans intervened, some friends of the court briefs got filed, and the judge took it all in. He said, sure, everybody come in, everybody, this is important, everybody come in, now listen to my order. And my order is, I am granting an interlocutory stay, an injunction to stop this rule from going into effect for this election until you get training around it, memos around it. The Attorney General has time to help with the training of it. It's not happening this election, in other words. And he goes through the reasons why. I thought, I'll read to you from parts of it, but page 5 in particular is one of the reasons why he's not letting this go into effect. Or actually, sorry, page 7. And this is where I think he's really coming from, including a cite to a case by Justice Kavanaugh, one of the MAGA Supreme Court justices, U.S., which he uses to bolster his argument. He says on page 7, finally, the public interest is not deserved by pressing pause here. In other words, it's in the public interest for me to grant the stay and to stop the hand count rule from going into effect. This election season is fraught. Memories of Jan 6th have not faded away, regardless of one's view of that date's fame or infamy. Regardless of which side you are, we still think about Jan 6th on a regular basis. Anything that adds to uncertainty and disorder to the electoral process disturbs the public. On paper, the hand count rule, passed by MAGA, if properly promulgated, appears consistent with the state election board's mission of ensuring fair, legal, and orderly elections. It is, at base, simply a check of ballot counts, a human eyeball confirmation that the machine counts match reality. But that is not what confronts Georgians today, given the timing of the rule's passage. A rule that introduces a new and substantive role on the eve of an election for more than 7,500 poll workers who will not have received any formal, cohesive, or consistent training, and that allows for our paper ballots, the only tangible proof of who voted for whom, to be handled multiple times by multiple people following an exhausting election day, all before they are securely transported to the official tabulation center, does not contribute to lessening the tension or boosting confidence of the public for this election. Perhaps for a subsequent election, the judge continues, after the Secretary of State's office and the 150 plus election boards have time to prepare, budget, and train, but not for this one. Then he quotes Kavanaugh from a Merrill versus Milligan case from just 2022, where Judge Kavanaugh, in a concurrence, in other words, he voted with the majority, but he wrote his own opinion, said that state and local election officials need substantial time to plan for elections. Running elections statewide is extraordinarily complicated and difficult. Those elections require enormous advanced preparations by state and local officials and pose significant logistical challenges. This is Kavanaugh.
Okay, so if you guys don't know who Kavanaugh is a Supreme Court justice who said that himself. So they will not be able to act like they need to take this to the Supreme Court, because he is also including what a Supreme Court justice has said about what it takes to ensure that you do everything right in handling these ballots. And it takes a whole lot of preparation, not 2 weeks of saying everybody's going to have to count these, and we have no way to count these by hand because we haven't done it before, so we don't have don't have a way to implement doing this already. So we're not gonna just wing this 2 weeks before the election and then try to say that everything we did was right. No, we're going to do everything right. If this is what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put in a way to do it, and it won't be done by this election, period. So that's what the judge said. So were they trying to make you be secure in the election, or were they trying to make sure that votes weren't certified? Listen, this is the ground game that they have, is to not certify large swath of votes in a whole lot of particular areas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I dropped the link there. AKD, I appreciate you for becoming a member. Oh, don't forget, you guys can all become a member to my channel. I do have membership where I give back to my members. We do different events, games, where I try to give back to you because you guys pour into me, and I just want you to know that I appreciate your support. Okay. Why do I have to support abortion, LGBT, Asians, etc.? Their fight while my people get nothing. Uh, you can never make you can never make it make sense. You don't have to support any of that. Who said you had to support any of that? If you don't support uh LGBT, don't be LGBT. If you don't support abortion, don't have an abortion. I don't understand what's so hard about that. Why is it okay for other groups to vote how they want in this country, Ronnie Q? But with us, we have to vote Democrat or shut our mouths, being talked to like children about out of touch rich Obama. I don't think Obama talked to you as if you were a child. Why do you don't have to vote anything? Your vote is your choice. So did Obama tell you to not vote your choice, or did he tell you to vote your interests? That's what I want to know. Nobody told you to vote anything. I'm I'm giving you what your options are. I'm showing you what your options are. I'm showing you. So what is it that you have been offered by the Republicans? Since you want to, what has the Republicans offered you as a black person? What? What tangible has a Republican, what tangible has Donald Trump said that he was going to do for you as a black person if you vote for him? So I'm just laying out the facts. You're talking in hyperbole and talking points. What tangibles have you been offered by Donald Trump that you're so insulted that Obama tells you to vote your interests? Okay. All right. So, yes, the link is pinned. So I played that. Let me see. Okay, let's go here. Okay. So we want to know why you should hold on. Why you should hold on 1 second. I One more thing I want to present you. Since they bought that up. Since they bought that up. Okay. One last clip. What happened to them? I didn't get an answer. Where I'm waiting on the answer since you had a question. Uh, I, uh, what's the answer to my question? Okay, nothing. Exactly. Okay, so since they bought that up, let's check this out. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear this. I don't want to go too far in this and only to find out that you guys couldn't hear this. I'll be looking for ones in the chat. So let's talk about it.
Country just marked the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on America that killed 3,000 people. Donald Trump attended a remembrance ceremony in Lower Manhattan. And as his guest, the ex-president brought a conspiracy theorist who says 9/11 was an inside job. Her name is Laura Loomer, and she joined Trump and running mate J.D. Vance as they took photos with firefighters. You cannot make this up. You really wouldn't want to. It's heinous, also sadly unsurprising. For almost a decade now, Donald Trump has used his political platform to channel the worst, most vile, discredited, and disgusting rhetoric, ideas, and people, and mainstream them into American culture. From reposting Nazi trolls during his 2016 campaign, to defending some of the torch-carrying, sig-hailing neo-Nazis as very fine people in Charlottesville when he was president, to whipping up violent far-right gangs and extremist militias like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Trump has dined with neo-Nazis, courted Holocaust deniers, and endorsed conspiracy theorists of all stripes. In fact, just today, get this, NPR reported that a Nazi sympathizer who served 3 years in prison for storming the Capitol on January 6th was an honored guest at 2 different events at Trump's Bedminster Golf Resort. And yes, that is the photograph of the alleged Nazi sympathizer, if you want to take that in. At one of those events, a fundraiser for the January 6th criminals, Trump addressed the crowd by video, saying, all of the people there, that includes the man you see there on your screen, all of the people there, you're amazing patriots, have a great time at Bedminster. Hope that guy had a good time. Trump has also forged a bond with far-right billionaire troll Elon Musk, saying that if he's elected, he'll put Musk in charge of a government efficiency commission. And this week, when pop star Taylor Swift endorsed Trump's opponent, Musk responded by posting the creepiest, truly unsettling sexist taunt to her on social media platform he owns. Trump cleaves to the absolute worst, most dangerous people. If he becomes president again, it's going to be even worse. Laura Loomer is Exhibit A. The two seem to be rather inseparable lately, spending a lot of time together. That's her coming off his private plane. In addition to being his 9/11 guest, she accompanied Trump to Tuesday's debate in Philadelphia. She's been seen with him in his Bedminster Club, and her name has been on Trump's lips for much of this year.
A friend of all of ours, and this woman is amazing. Laura Loomer. Where is she? Where's Laura? She is amazing. A fantastic woman, a true patriot, Laura Loomer. Laura, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. It's great to have you, and you've been really very special. You work hard, and you are a very opinionated lady. I have to tell you that, and in my opinion, I like that.
Well, I appreciate that.
All of your support, and you've been terrific, and everybody appreciates you. So
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me to sit with you today. It's a pleasure. You're the best. I love you.
It's a cute video. Like, they genuinely seem to really like each other. Now, many Republicans are expressing concern to reporters about Loomer's closeness to Trump, which you can see for yourself. Everyone who works for him thinks she's a liability, one Trump ally said. Others have told reporters that Loomer has contributed to some of the most outrageous conspiracy theories Trump is now using as campaign fodder. Now, even in the very large pantheon of Trump sycophants, Loomer is a chilling figure. A history of racist and Islamophobic comments. She first gained notoriety for chaining herself to the door of a Twitter office in New York to protest the website banning her after she spread false conspiracy theories about multiple mass shootings. Before that ban, Loomer also tweeted hateful bile about immigrants, responding to a news story about thousands of...
Okay, so let's look at why she was suspended. No, this is... since Elon Musk came back in, he let her back on. This tweet says over 2,000 migrants have died crossing the Mediterranean so far this year. And what is her response? Good. Bravo. A hand clap. Here's to 2,000 more. Now, this don't even have anything to do with the United States. These are those Africans who were dying crossing the Mediterranean. So okay. So person in the back, I'm gonna be with you 1 second.
Migrants dying while trying to cross the Mediterranean to safety. She posted, quote, good, clapping emoji, here's to 2,000 more. After Elon Musk bought Twitter, Loomer was, surprise, surprise, reinstated on the platform. That's where she called 9/11 an inside job last year. arguing that Donald Rumsfeld helped stage it to take over the national security bureaucracy. Twitter is also where this past summer, Loomer called Kamala Harris a drug-using prostitute. Around that time, as Donald Trump was praising her at rallies, what a patriot, Loomer also called for the death of Trump's perceived political enemies.
Okay, hold on.
I truly believe that the people who engaged in the coup against Donald Trump and have caused, civil unrest and chaos in our country for the last 7 years through Crossfire Hurricane and also through these what I believe are illegal witch hunts against the president of the United States right now, unconstitutional witch hunts against Donald Trump. They are treasonous. They are traitors. They should get the death penalty when.
Okay. So, what did you ask me about? Why should you vote for a Democrat? See, this is who came with him, who had prepped him for the debate where he said Haitians were eating your pets. But you have no answer now. Okay, hold on, Miss Toby. Here I come. Child, and you people are just. Miss Toby, is that you?
Yes, me. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me finish up this last little bit of this. People act like you don't know, but maybe you don't know. So because you just know the rhetoric, talking about why you need to be these unicorn Negroes and vote for somebody who ain't offer you a goddamn thing but hate. Hold on. Want to be so unique, want to be, oh, well, I'm not like the rest of you, and I don't have to vote Democrat. And why should I have to vote? Why should I have? Well, why are you not voting? Why would you vote for the other party? But you ain't got shit to say when I ask you that. I'm just saying, I'm not telling you who to vote for, but if you want to have that position, give me a position why you are voting for the other person. That's all I want to know.
They are jailed in the next Trump administration.
Death penalty in the next Trump administration. In advance of the debate last weekend, Loomer also tweeted that, and I quote her here,
If Kamala Harris win, the White House will smell like curry. White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call.
Wow.
At the end of the call that nobody would be able to understand. This woman also calls Kamala Harris oh my God, what she calls who was Maxine Waters, Stacey Abrams. She calls them all commissions. That's what she used the word commissions. These commissions, like Maxine Waters, Stacey Abrams, and Kamala Harris. So, and this is who his good close friend is going to the debate show with him and all of this. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link. You guys can finish that. Okay. What's up, Miss Toby?
My God, I don't understand some of these Negroes. They are in the sunken place. They are actually in the sunken place. It's crazy. Let's rest assured, his goal is, because for some reason I don't know why this election is so close according to polls. I just don't understand it. But his goal is he wants this to be another 2000 election, whereas he wants the Supreme Court to decide who's going to be the president of the United States. And he knows that he has the Supreme Court right in his fucking hands.
Exactly.
That's his goal. That's his goal. And his goal to be president, it has nothing to do with he wants what's best for America and make America great again. His goal is to avoid prison. That's his goal.
That's it.
He don't give a fuck about no black people. He don't give a fuck about no brown people. He don't give a fuck about no poor white people. The only person he's concerned about is himself and his 1%ers. That's all he cares about.
Yeah, exactly.
And people asking, oh, why didn't she get primary? I live in reality now. I care right now. I'm talking about who's going to be on the ballot right now in November, who I'm going to vote for my best interest. And I mean, I just don't understand some of these people. I just don't. Like I said, that point is stuck in place.
Miss Toby, you're breaking up.
Okay,
Can
sorry. I'm in the we're trying to cook. Okay, do I sound better?
let me see. Keep talking.
Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound good now.
Okay. So yeah, I mean,
No, it's
Charlie,
still breaking up. I think it's your phone. You on the phone?
I'm on the phone in the kitchen.
Say something else. See if you can adjust it.
Hello, hello.
Okay, now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay. So yeah, mm, I'm just it just amazes me. And I don't think Obama was throwing people like, they were short. He was some of these black men trying to go against your own interests. This man doesn't care about you as a black man.
Hmm. But they can say everything bad about a black man telling you to vote your interest. And who is he? He's out of touch. And he's telling me, well, let's get in touch. Let's get in touch about the other side. Since you want to say he's out of touch, and why should you listen to him? Let me get you in touch to the other side. So why should you vote for Trump? Since Obama's so out of touch, let me get you in touch, motherfucker. That's all I got to say. And you notice they haven't been back since. Nothing. Okay. What else you have to say, Miss Toby? My
Mm.
uncle is but far from he understands racism exists and he does a lot of community for the black people. Okay. So what else do you have to say?
Oh no, that's it. That's all I have to say. Oh, did you see that interview that she did with Charlemagne the God?
I didn't watch that. I'm not a fan of Charlemagne the God. So
Okay,
I didn't watch it. No.
okay. Well, that's it. Nothing more, because I really don't hear nothing as far as the beast after, because I'm beast after overdose about right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously.
So I like I said, I had to get off my dogs uh rushed me off the phone because I didn't even though I got up, I didn't let them out because they were like slow to come to the door. So I just figured that they didn't it wasn't pressing. But shoot, they rushed me off my live yesterday and I didn't get to talk my politics. And I said I am going to try to give information every day. I'm not telling anybody how to vote, but I am not going to ignore the stuff that was out here. And since she did that interview on Fox News yesterday, and showed them up. I dropped the links of the stuff that I'm playing. I don't want people to take anything out of my mouth. I just want you to hear exactly what's going on. Make your own decisions. Don't ask me why you got to vote anyway. I ain't told you why you got to vote anyway, but I am telling you what I see that is deplorable on the Trump ticket. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you my observations. Period.
And also, do you think for once now America can really see how it is for us black women, how we have to deal with two foes, we have to deal with racism, and then we also have to deal with sexism when we walk through the doors too.
Hmm. Now, somebody came up the day before yesterday, and they said, "Did you hear that Trump just called her the R word?" And we was like, "The R word? What? What?" We didn't even know what the R word was. And somebody put it in the chat that he called her retarded. Him of all people called her retarded. Child. Uh, now, did you hear that there have been a lot of uh reports that have been given off the record that he has been soiling himself on
Oh,
stage.
oh, really?
Yes, allegedly. These have been reports. I had one of them. It's in one of these clips and stuff. And it's like several reporters have reported this, the alleged soiling himself on stage and all that type of stuff. So yeah, yeah.
So he
Uh,
don't wear the pins allegedly.
he may by now. Yes, and they say his farts are so bad. And remember that goofy doctor who he had write him that goofy doctor who when he ran the first time, and that doctor with the long hair who he is in perfect health. He would be the most healthiest president in as of all
in,
president who
in
run
all history. Hmm.
and remember he's passed away now. And remember when he became president, the Secret Service bust in that man's office and stole all of his medical records.
What?
Yeah, they when he was president, they bust in his office and stole all of his medical records. You know what kind of doctor that was?
What kind?
A gastro doctor. He was a specialist in gastro whatever. Yeah. So a gut doctor. So
Oh, so he was not even his primary care doctor, not an internal medicine doctor, but a gut doctor.
yes. So that's the type of doctor he was. So he had been
He's full of shit, so that was a great doctor.
gastro gastroenterologist. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, AKD. That's what I couldn't remember the whole thing. Gastroenterologist. So that's what he did, and so it's possible that he has had problems with that for a while, according to the type of doctor that he had to sign off, and he will not do any medical. He will not release any medical information this time around. He refuses.
Mm.
Okay, so that I'm just giving you gastro entomologist. Thank you, gastroenterologist. That's exactly what he was. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, Z Sarah. So I'm just giving you guys a little information about this, and I hope you guys stay with me. I will be here, same time, regular time. Ain't shit change. So Miss Toby, is that it? Is there anything else you want to add?
No, so did California start that early voting yet or no?
No.
Okay. Are you voting early?
Yes, I'm a vote early.
Okay, yeah. I mailed mine in 2 weeks ago, girl.
Now I'm not. I don't like to mail. I don't like to mail. I just don't like to vote by mail because I don't trust the mail. If it's a off, if something goes off in they don't get a regular letter. So how am I gonna trust my vote?
I had issues with that too, but I told you my best friend works for the election board, and
Huh?
she she my best friend works for the election board, so she made me feel a little bit more comfortable about it.
I
So I
just
did it.
I just don't
Plus,
trust the mail, and
they they
we
notify you anyway when they receive your vote.
but we don't have the. Do you put it in a regular mail?
No,
Uh,
no, 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 no. I went to the drop box in the surveillance.
we don't have the drop boxes, and there was somewhere I can't. I gotta figure this out. I saw a story about this sheriff in some town that is putting up blockades in front of where you would drive to drop your ballot in a drop box so people can't use them. And it's totally against the election policy. And but he says that, well, we've been having complaints of problems going on at the drop boxes, so we just want to ensure that he's making it inconvenience that you just can't drive up to the drop box. And that's that's some crazy shit that they are trying to get him to stop doing, trying to prohibit you from just driving up to the Dropbox and dropping your thing in the Dropbox. So we don't have those in California, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I suggest that you do vote early then, because they are predicting that it's gonna be long lines. But like someone said that boyfriend voted yesterday in Georgia, and the lines were long, but they went by fast. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, they said that it broke all records of the early voting in Georgia on the first day.
Okay. Well, I hope that's a good sound. A good I hope that's a good sound for us then. If it was voting early, but don't they say most of the time Democrats vote a little bit earlier than Republicans? I'm not quite sure. I have to look it up.
Well, Trump advises that people don't vote early or don't do mail-in ballots because that's another ploy, in my opinion, to stop. After the physical election is over, is another ploy for them to say stop counting they wanted them to stop counting the votes, and usually the mail-in votes are counted last. And
Red
so
Wing, please don't put that in her chat.
what do you put in my chat?
Don't put that shit in her chat, please.
Oh.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, so that's a ploy that he tells you not to vote by mail and mail in your vote, because a lot of times they try to stop the vote, and the last votes that are usually counted are the mail-in votes and the overseas votes and international votes and stuff. So that's why he tried to get his people to go in person, because he knows that he's going to try to do something to stop the vote and or stop certification and all that type of stuff. That's why he want his people to go in
Hmm.
person.
Hmm.
So let's be clear. It's all rigged in the game. See, this is his way of winning. I like going
Yeah.
and getting my sticker. I do too. I like getting my sticker and wearing it all day.
Now he's telling me to go away. Oh my god.
The, the listen. If the machines were rigged, why does Fox News have to pay the machine company for continue to saying that their machines are rigged? Almost $1 billion. That is not true. That has been proven to be not true in court. I don't know what you're talking about, Red Wing Cockies. I thought we were way beyond this. Speaking personally, the United States Postal Service has special procedures for a mail-in voting. They are stamped the same day, sent through a mail stream separately, and even if you have no postage, it still goes to an election board. That's good information to have. Thank you, Fran. I just don't. I would rather vote in person. That's all I'm saying. I don't have that option of a drop box. I would feel comfortable with an election drop box, but mail gets lost all the time. Period. Why take the chance? That's just me.
Okay, Ronnie Q. Well, once again, thank you for this informative live. I really appreciate it.
All right. So I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate you being here. Ruff! Which one is that? Was that
That
China?
that was Tiana. Tiana
Oh,
barking at Champ. They playing. They running the girl, child. I didn't realize getting two dogs. Girl, they play all damn day.
and do
I
they
said, why didn't Ronnie Q tell me this?
girl, it's just something. And when you see how they work with each other and get each other going or whatever. I was watching Rascal and Saucy last night, and Mike gave he actually dropped his oxtail bone on the floor, and Saucy came in there and just grabbed it up, and then he's like, well, I gotta give Rascal this one now, and I'm like thinking, when I'm gonna have to go and take it from him before it gets down, and then so he drops the one on the floor for Rascal, and then Rascal he looks at it and he walks away and he goes in front of Saucy, and I was like, oh, now he gonna try to steal hers, and and she trying to growl like, get away, get away, get away, and then her eye caught his, and she looked. And she was like, "Oh shit, I'll take this one instead because it got a lot of meat on it." And not a lot, more than what hers had, because she had fucked hers up all the way. And she was like, well, fuck, I'll go take this one. And then he ran over there to get it. He was uninterested until he's going to try to steal from her, and she's so greedy. She's the one who steal from him all the time. But I don't like them to have too much real bones or anything like that. I'll let them play on it for a little while, but then I got to get them up because I just don't like them to. Do you give yours real bones?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't like them to have,
Because I'm too scared it might get stuck in their throat.
or I or like the chicken bones, they can splinter and they can actually cut their intestines open.
Mm-hmm. So
So I
I just get go to the store and make it look like a bone,
girl,
and they can eat through that.
and it's so many treats up there. Every time he comes home with them a different treat. He want to try this, he want to try that, but yeah, I don't fuck around with them bones. I just, if he gives them like it actually fell on the floor, but I don't fuck around with them bones because they can do a lot of damage to their intestines. But yeah, they something to watch. They steal from each other all the time. And Saucy, as soon as she get her treat, if she's not gonna eat it right away, she bounce back in the room somewhere and she hide it in her little hiding spot in the
How that shit. Yep.
and she'll go find his. She'll go find his. He don't go looking for hers, but she'll go find his and come out with his. She's a mess. She's a mess. Anyway, so yeah, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, but I was like, Ronnie, she didn't tell me this. I said, Jesus, it's like having two babies all at once.
Well, at least
Oh
I'm
my
glad.
God.
I'm glad she is not jealous of him or anything like that. So that's good.
What the fuck, girl? And then now the cat and the dog was about to fight. Lord Jesus.
All right, Miss Toby.
Okay, Carl.
Do
It's like
they
an animal hospital here. I have an animal hospital, child.
now?
Okay.
Do they? How did the cat take to the new dog?
Well, they're starting to sleep together, but they still fight though.
Now, when they fight, do the cat fuck them up?
No, just slap him out of head.
Oh, okay. So I see. I'm scared of cats because cats can be, cats can fuck some shit up. So that's all I
Yeah,
want.
she don't like hit him with the claws or anything like that. She'll just swipe him up against his head with her paws, and
Oh,
then
okay.
hiss at him. Hey, leave her alone. Now he's about to try to go downstairs in the basement to bother her. Leave her alone. because she'll go in the basement, so they won't bother her.
Oh, okay. That's her safe place, and like
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
is your basement finished?
It was finished, but then I had a leak, so then I had to take all the drywall up. So now
No, no, no.
I'm in the pro.
I was just asking. I guess I could have asked the direct question. Is it like, do you have pipes where she can stand up on the pipes and be up high or something like
Oh
that?
yeah, girl, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was asking.
yeah, 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 yeah. Mhm. Girl, but yeah, so I don't even want to talk about my basement. I had got it done, and then I had a flood, so then I had to get rid of everything. Now I'm in the process of trying to save my money up to get my basement redone. So I'm upset about that because I
Oh,
had a sofa downstairs, I had like a 70-inch TV and everything. It was like a
oh,
lounge area, and then it flooded. But it is
oh.
what it is.
It is what it is. So,
Mm-mm.
did it like come through the walls or did it come up off the
I
floor?
had a leak. I had a leak in
Oh, okay.
the pipe leak inside of
Oh,
there.
okay. So yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes people it actually floods through the walls and stuff like that. So that I found that's interesting, and that's why they put that flex shield type of barrier up because they don't because something the barrier has built worn down or something between the ground and the actual what are the bricks that they use for the basement? Not
Mm.
bricks.
With the
What
cement, like cement block.
yeah, the cement blocks. Yeah, sometimes yeah, the barrier between the ground and the actual cement blocks um dissipates or something happens to it, and that's a strange leak. I would be so afraid of that leak. But most basements that I hear that floods is because they need a sump pump or something like that. So yeah, so good luck with your basement. You got your kitchen done, so there's that.
Yeah, I got everything done downstairs in the front, and then I got the third from upstairs redone. So now I'm just in the process of start. I'm starting to get the floors done upstairs and stuff. So my last goal is definitely to get the basement redone because I really did enjoy going downstairs in the basement, especially when I used to have stuff at the house.
Hmm.
But but I just paid for a new roof, so that's why I was like, I gotta start saving up now for the basement.
Right, right.
So
Oh,
that was a lot of that, I don't even want to tell you that budget.
now, did I ask you? You don't have a flat roof, or you do have a flat roof?
Yeah, I have a flat roof.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, you always want to make sure those are intact because a lot of times it's hard to know when you have a roof leak in those flat roofs. I have been told.
Mhm. So yeah, so I had to get a new roof. So it is what it is.
All right, Miss Toby. Well, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, I'll see you in these streets and everything. Are you gonna be live tomorrow? Because tomorrow is Friday.
Uh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be live as early or if I'm gonna come live later. And sometimes later turns into Saturday. But if I have a live set up, I will be live. I'm not I am doing some volunteer work on Fridays, so I don't know what they gonna have us doing until later on today. So that's why I'm be up in the air on my Fridays now, but it's gonna be over pretty soon. So I if
Well,
you see
okay,
the live set
but that's a good thing that you're volunteering. So that's
yeah.
good. Well,
So
if I don't see you Friday, I definitely see you at the competition, and I'll Can I just cash app you the money today so I won't forget?
it's whenever you want to. If you guys want
Okay.
to if you guys want to contribute to the prize pot, $ Ronnie Q, put prize pot in the description, and I greatly appreciate that, and add that to our cash prize pot for our centerpiece contest that we are having this Sunday, the 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you for reminding me about that, Miss Toby. And I have you seen Just Net around in the street? I haven't. Maybe she's on vacation.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't seen her, but if I see her, what you want me to tell her? Don't forget about the competition.
yeah, she's one of my judges. So I just want to make sure she's not on vacation. And I meant to ask Deanna when I saw her earlier, but
Okay.
the link is pinned.
Yeah, Miss V wants the link. I couldn't see the pin link. I had to wait for somebody to drop it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know
All
what's going
right.
on. I just said, okay, well, I'll cash app me my donation now, so I won't
I
forget because I keep forgetting.
I appreciate your donation in advance, Miss Toby. There's the link. All right, so
Okay,
have a good one.
you
Hey,
too. Bye
social
bye.
number one. There's the link in the chat. Let me end the poll. I forgot have not even ended the poll. Let me see what you guys are saying on the poll. Okay. Okay, just one second. Views of you?
Yeah, Miss Ronnie Q, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear myself in the back as well.
Oh, hold on. Echo cancel. Okay, you shouldn't hear yourself now. Do you hear yourself?
Let me see. Nope. Nope.
Okay, yeah. That echo cancellation works. Okay. Um, I didn't see the did you do the poll?
Yeah, here's the poll. What war is worth fighting? Getting my money, fuck them hoes, won by 73%. Beef sector won by 17%. Who I agree with only was 8%. And the black sector got a whole goose egg. Nobody, nobody is going. Oh, who took the poll of the 291 votes? Nobody is supporting the black sector. God damn.
Okay. Okay. Okay, well, my question was, well, I'm glad you, yeah, I was curious to see what the answer was to be with that poll. But do you still advertise your wall with the Amazon listing?
No, I because something happened to my Amazon listing, and uh I had to redo something, and then when I
Mhm.
redid it, I didn't realize that I had to re-put all of my shit back on there, and I have
Oh,
not
that's
gone
right.
back on there to put all of my shit. Thank you for reminding me. You know,
Yes.
I think I got a I don't even think I got a first check from them. So I was just like, well,
Hmm.
it just hasn't been pressing on me or anything like that, because you get pennies on the dollars if somebody buys something like TV or something. You may get $12 or something like that. So, and you don't I don't know if you have to have a threshold or anything like that, but I don't even have anything of I don't have any high ticket items on on my Amazon store. So I just been kind of lazy about it. So why? You want me to
The
put something?
reason why, because one of my friends has a beautiful puppy, and I was just she was complaining about brushes, and I was telling her, I said, well, the only brush I know is Miss. Like I didn't call you Miss Ronique to her, because she'd be like, who the fuck is goddamn Miss Ronique? The fuck out? You on YouTube? Oh no, bitch. Now see, I try to keep things separate. So I was going to suggest to her, there's a lady that I saw that has a store on her site, and it was related to this brush. So I was going to do that, but then I said I'm going to send you the link to it, and then I went to your
Does
thing and I didn't
does
see it.
does the dog shed a lot? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Hmm.
I'll send you the link. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So they use this brush on horses, they use it on
Hmm.
cats, and it gets all that coat from under them, and all of the loose hairs that's about to fall out, that's going to fall out
Yeah.
in a day or two. It gets all of that undercoat out, and it's real sleek, like a mm, it's shaped like a harmonica, and it's like wood like a harmonica. And
Hmm.
yeah, so did you see it work when I did the
I
demo?
sure did see it
Yeah.
work. Because you had the video or something. You had something up and it was showing how that thing gonna work. And that's what she was talking about. And she said, I can't find whatever such and such. She said, this hair is everywhere. I think I must have been somewhere and I touched her shirt. I said, you got this hair on you. And she said, oh, that's my dog hair. You know how conversations start. So anyway, okay, yeah, send me that if you can, and I can send it to her. But I'm sure she probably got other people. She just probably just entertaining me. She probably this bitch
But
didn't have a
no,
dog.
it's so many different brushes out here. And
Uh-huh.
if your dog shed, I can't imagine having a dog that shed, because I've never had a shedding dog. But if your
Hmm.
dog shed, it can be real problems. So I would definitely. I remember properly Bonafide was talking about how bad her dog shedded, and I just happened to see this video when I was shopping for something else, and I was like, "Oh, that is cool." So
Hmm.
I wanted somebody to get it to see if it really worked as good as they say
Right.
it. Yeah. So
And then
I
also for selfish reasons, I want to get a store. Did you have to pay for the store? Or they ask you to be a store or whatever? Because I get enough Amazon packages, and I wanted to put my art stuff on there because a lot of people keep asking me the same questions
you
about
don't get no
adult coloring.
discount. You don't get a discount or anything like that. It's just like you can put things that you use, that you recommend, or
Hmm.
have people to shop your store. And depending, it's certain things they have it separated by like electronics, home goods, furniture. What you'll get back. It's so
Did you
I
apply for that, or did
yeah,
they
you have
ask
to
you?
apply for it. You have to apply for it.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna do that this morning. Okay,
Yeah, go. I forget what it's called. I'll send you the information, and
okay,
yeah, you can go on there and just apply. Put your your social media thing on there. It's based on you being on social media, so that's how.
okay, okay. All right, that's all I wanted. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye bye.
All right,
Now,
bye.
just net may be vacationing. That's what I was thinking, that she probably was on vacation, because I haven't seen her in any chats, and I'm thinking that she's probably on vacation. So I really appreciate all you guys for being here. I hope I see you. If I don't see you tomorrow morning, if you don't see a live set up, I always set my lives up at night. So if you don't see one set up in the morning, uh, I won't be going live in the early morning, but I will be going live sometime tomorrow for sure. Okay, so I thank you guys for being here. Don't forget about the fall centerpiece creation composite competition. It can be strictly fall theme. It can be Halloween themed centerpieces. Let me remove this comment. You can have Halloween themed centerpieces. You can have a Thanksgiving themed centerpiece, or you can create a Christmas themed centerpiece. Fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas themed centerpiece. We will be having that competition this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time, and 4 p.m. Central. Come out, create your centerpiece. You're going to have an hour or an hour and 15 minutes maximum to create your centerpiece. So please have all your greenery and your flowers already pre-cut and ready to go. And I hope I see you guys for the competition. Look on my community wall. Jill's Comfort Zone is having her poetry her her poetry contest. I think is October 26th. Look on my community wall. Very Carey, on this Saturday, she's having a finish the lyric competition for a cash prize. Whoever finished the lyrics of any given song, whoever has the highest score in that competition, that's going to be another cash prize. Um, Look on my community wall. I thought it was one. Yeah, I think those are the three that I know up front. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Please support the people who support you. And I hope you guys have a great day. And that's it. And that's all for me. All right. Bye-bye.